I just spent 48 hours analyzing something that every major news outlet got completely wrong. And if you're making between $60,000 and $150,000 a year, what I found will change how you think about your job security over the next 18 months. DeepSeek trained a frontier AI model for $6 million. OpenAI spent $600 million on GPT-4. Every headline is framing this as China beats Silicon Valley. But they're all missing the actual story. And the actual story determines whether you have a job in 2026. Let me show you what they're not telling you. Here's what you need to understand. When I pulled DeepSeek's technical report and compared it to OpenAI's documented compute costs, I found something the media is either ignoring or doesn't understand. This isn't about geopolitics. This is about what happens when AI deployment costs drop 99%. And there's a historical pattern here that predicts exactly what happens next. But before I show you that pattern, you need to know what this DeepSeek announcement actually means. Because it's not what you think. This isn't a breakthrough. It's optimization. But here's what that framing deliberately ignores. DeepSeek spent $5.576 million. OpenAI spent somewhere between $600 million and $1 billion. The headlines stop there. China wins. But watch what happens when you actually read the technical details. DeepSeek didn't discover new scaling laws. They didn't invent new training techniques. They optimized approaches that OpenAI and Anthropic already proved worked. And that distinction is critical. Because if you think this is about one Chinese lab getting lucky, you'll miss what's actually happening. But if you understand this is about removing the capital barrier to AI deployment, you'll see the pattern. And the pattern tells you exactly what happens to jobs in the next 12 to 18 months. Let me show you. And you need humans to manage the complexity. Year 1 to 2. Companies with expensive factories panicked. Year 3 to 5. Cheap manufacturing enabled entirely new product categories. Year 5 to 10. The jobs that disappeared weren't the ones people predicted. Everyone said assembly line workers would be unemployed. That happened. But engineering jobs increased. Quality control jobs increased. Supply chain management jobs that didn't exist before were suddenly created everywhere. Why? Because when production gets cheap, you produce more. Now look at what's happening with AI. In 2020, training a large language model cost $10 to $50 million. In 2023, GPT-4 cost $600 million. In 2025, DeepSeek proves you can do it for $6 million. That's not a linear decrease. That's a cost structure collapse. And here's the pattern that matters. When core technology costs drop 90% or more, deployment explodes within 18 to 24 months. Not gradually, explosively. Cloud computing costs dropped 90% between 2008 and 2010. By 2012, every startup was cloud native. Solar panels dropped 90% between 2010 and 2015. By 2017, utility-scale solar was cheaper than coal. DNA sequencing dropped 99% between 2007 and 2012. By 2014, consumer genetic testing was mainstream. The pattern repeats. 90% cost reduction, 18 to 24-month lag, then mass deployment. We're now 90 days into the AI is cheap enough for everyone era, which means you have 12 to 15 months before this reshapes job markets. Not eventually. 12 to 15 months. And here's what that means for you specifically. Your career risk breaks into 3 tiers, and understanding which tier you're in determines everything about what you should do right now. The media is telling everyone, learn AI or you're screwed. That's wrong. That's analysis from people who don't understand the economics. Here's what the cost collapse actually means. It means your economic protection just dissolved. These are jobs where expensive AI was your protective moat. Data analysts writing SQL queries and building dashboards. When AI cost $600 million to train, your company wasn't going to replace you. Now it costs $6 million. That ROI calculation just changed. Entry-level software engineers writing routine code. Junior marketing analysts doing campaign analysis. If AI can do 80% of your work for 1% of your salary, and it used to cost too much to deploy but now it doesn't, you're Tier 1. Here's what's already happening. October 2024. Duolingo laid off 10% of their contractor workforce, replaced them with AI doing translation and content. December 2024. IBM announced they're pausing hiring for 7,800 back-office roles they believe AI can handle. January 2025. Klarna reported their AI assistant is now doing the work of 700 customer service agents. These aren't predictions. This is right now. And DeepSeek just made it 99% cheaper for every other company to do the same thing. If you're Tier 1, here's your move. You have 12 to 18 months to shift from execution to strategy. The skills that matter: stakeholder management, ambiguous problem definition, cross-functional coordination. AI can't do those yet. Move there. Now, your impact scales. These are jobs where cheap AI makes you more valuable, not less. Sales roles managing complex B2B relationships. When AI handles all the administrative work, CRM updates, email drafting, proposals, you focus purely on relationship building. Your productivity doubles. Senior engineers solving novel problems. Cheap AI means you prototype 10 solutions in the time it used to take to build one. You're not competing with AI. You're orchestrating it. If you're Tier 2, cheap AI is the best thing that could happen to your career. Your move. Learn to use AI tools as force multipliers. The people who figure out how to 10x their output in the next 12 months will be running departments while everyone else worries about job security. Tier 3. New opportunities created by cheap AI. These barely existed 18 months ago. They'll be standard categories in 18 months. AI implementation specialists, helping companies deploy these cheap models effectively. Every mid-sized company is about to try building AI into workflows. Most will fail without expert help. AI workflow architects designing how humans and AI collaborate. AI audit and compliance roles. When every company runs AI models, someone ensures they're not creating legal liability. Here's the market signal. LinkedIn job postings for AI implementation grew 340% in Q4 2024 versus Q4 2023. AI integration consultant grew 280%. These aren't hype titles. These are real jobs at real companies paying $120K to $180K because there's a talent shortage. If you're early career or thinking about pivoting, Tier 3 is where the opportunity is. If you're Tier 3 or pivoting, start building expertise now. Not theory. Practice. Take actual company workflows and redesign them with AI. Build case studies. That experience will be worth $150K plus in 18 months when every company is scrambling for people who actually know how to do this. So here's what this means. DeepSeek proved the capital barrier to AI deployment is gone. That's not a Chinese victory. That's a global economic shift. For your career, the protective moat of AI is too expensive to replace me just disappeared. But here's what the panic merchants won't tell you. Cheap AI doesn't eliminate jobs. It eliminates tasks, and it creates new jobs managing complexity. The question isn't, will AI take my job? The question is, which tier are you in? Tier 1, 12 to 18 months to transition from execution to strategy. Start now. Tier 2, you're about to have the most productive 18 months of your career. Learn to orchestrate AI. The people who 10x output in the next year will be running departments in 3 years. Tier 3 or pivoting. Start building AI implementation expertise today. Real companies, real workflows, real case studies. That's your $150K skill in 18 months. Here's your metric to track. Watch AI API pricing from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google. When prices drop 50% or more from current levels, mass deployment is 6 months out. That's your early warning. Right now, GPT-4 API costs about $30 per $1 million tokens. If that drops to $15 or below, the floodgates open. Track that. It's your smoke detector. And here's my prediction. By June 2026, companies with 500 plus employees will have reduced data analyst and entry-level coding headcount by 15 to 25%. Not through mass layoffs necessarily, through hiring freezes and attrition. They'll let AI absorb the workload. This isn't speculation. This is what the cost curve mathematically enables. Watch for it. And if you're in one of those roles, don't wait for the announcement. Position yourself now. While everyone reads headlines about China versus Silicon Valley, you now understand what's actually happening. AI just got 99% cheaper to deploy. The economic barrier is gone. History shows when costs collapse like this, mass adoption happens in 18 to 24 months, not 5 years. The professionals who understand this pattern and position themselves in the next 12 months will profit. The ones reading generic tech news and hoping it doesn't apply will be scrambling in 2026. I'm building a real-time tracker that monitors AI cost curves and maps them to specific job categories with personalized risk assessments and action plans. If you want early access when it launches, link is in the description. If this analysis was valuable, subscribe to Future Intelligence. We don't chase headlines. We analyze the data that lets you make informed career bets. Next video breaks down the specific job categories that are structurally immune to AI replacement. It's not what you think. See you there.